First exercise I like to start with whenever my teams are doing any type of speed work, any type of circuit work, is a hip routine. Hip routine gets their hips involved, make sure that they're nice and mobile so that we can perform those exercises easily. So hip routine, player starts on all fours, hands underneath their shoulders, abs nice and tight, make sure their back is flat, knees are right underneath their hips. So a player's going to do a motion of going in, out, and back 10 times on your right side, then 10 times on your left. So a good thing to remember is because the hips are such an important part of explosive work for softball players, they create a ton of mobility. They allow a player to be able to stride out faster in speed work. It's really important to make sure that those hips are nice and loose. This is one of my favorite exercises to do that. Some of the things you want to watch for is you want to make sure that a player's elbows stay nice and tight. They have a tendency to want to bend their elbows as they start getting a little fatigued. Believe it or not, this is a hard exercise for a lot of players to do. They'll have a tendency to feel it a lot in their glutes, and they'll feel it right away. So they'll start breaking down their form to try and make the movement a lot easier for them. Make sure you stay strict on that. Second portion of the hip routine, after they go from in, out, back, they're going to move to a straight leg raise. Straight leg raise, athlete stays in the same position, abs stay nice and tight. Make sure that their foot is even with their hip. And they're going to come straight up 10 times and then move to the other side. And again, watch for those same things that the athlete is going to try and cheat on. They might lean too far to their left if they're working on the right leg and want to bend those elbows. Abs stay tight throughout the entire movement. Okay, straight leg raise. Remember, the hip should be a straight alignment with the ankle. Foot starts off flat. You want to get a lot of mobility in that ankle, and then the athlete comes straight up. Legs stay straight. Don't allow them to bend the knee. Again, it's going to make it an easier movement for them to bend their knee, but it's not as efficient. They really want to keep that leg as straight as possible. And again, they're going to feel it a lot in their glutes, so they're going to want to cheat. The third portion of the hip routine is leg circles. So athlete is going to get a slightly wider base on the opposite leg so they don't feel like they're too tilted over the other side. Elbows stay nice and locked, and they're going to extend their right leg out, foot flexed. Make sure that their ankle is even with their hip. Once they do that, they're going to start with 5 circles clockwise, nice and big, so they don't want to do those tiny little squiggles, and 5 circles counterclockwise. Again, make sure that athlete is not leaning too far over to the side. As soon as the athlete switches to the other side, again, make sure that form looks good. They should get a slightly wider base. Knee stays nice and tight. Circles should be nice and big. This is going to be a challenging one.